By the way, sorry for my intense breathing. I just woke up and I have a clogged ass nose.
From trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it. Cloud
Huh? Did we miss?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals. True. Since she's not here...
Uh-oh. God!
Please go on.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the... You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Paimon would sink like a rock. Just trust Paimon. The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the...
What is going on?
It's Shao. It's Shao, bro.
How do you feel right now? Shenhe!
Why don't you say something? Okay, fine. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is...
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the conqueror of demons comes and goes, just like the wind. Right. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any... I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer... Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire. So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode. Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, Ganyu arranged accommodations for me, but when I try to blend in, sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult. Oh, is that what it is? So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music?
It's, a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us.
Yay! That's
We were just talking about this thing called music. And based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day.
Oh, really? Don't be scared.
I have no need. Illusion shattered!
Verdict is...
I suppose this will do.
Stay put! Don't be scared!
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh no! Paimon's got death! Paimon can't hear anything!
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds.
Oh! Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but...
Oh. And a melody is? Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
Mm-hmm. That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again. We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin, when you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs. And, the songs of the sailors down at the docks. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those, Nenny and Leah probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that The only barriers are ones that I have The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense...
You go, God!
Yes, technically.
Thank you.
Once the days are... I've planted... Nonsense. I have cultivated... I will save some for decoration. We can... Then... Do people's...
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminate...
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already. Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you, too.
I like to speak much when I'm recording or streaming.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her? Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Seagazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that...
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Seagazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or ladybird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup? Then you are most tolerant, but that is its own virtue. Even one could never find fault with each of those. We would drink together. Streetward
Rim?
That would be Ping.
Oh, or...
Alas, long as one should have... No matter. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished social.
What?
Just because but in the end, back when they were rivals, that cleansing bell.
Wait! And she also said something.
Streetward that bell. As for her own, as soon as after all, we all.
Whoa! So they were.
Enough. The cleansing bell is but Streetward the two once. Once upon a time, music would go. Many years passed before she. Which brings one back to the matter.
But.
One was also. In response, she said, though the strings that played that melody survive.
Aww.
I just remember being taken. Although I met Gui
Zhang was quite the visionary. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean pink?
Precisely.
If I may.
Oh?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I, too, am well acquainted with the pain. But this doesn't. Someone as. Though these. No loss can ever be on. Ping has helped, though it is heartbreaking to lose a.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last.
Is not every lantern rite the same in this regard?
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply...
The edibles she brought this time were indeed very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back... Say...
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is depart.
There's no end to this.
Another test. Have a little taste.
Finally done.
I got it. Freeze! Picked the wrong test subject. Suffocate!
Shine down!
bosses. Where the f are the samurai motherfuckers? There you go, no bushes.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising.
I'm gonna kill some no bushes to upgrade my Raiden. Some useless shit I still can't access for now. I think it can only be accessed during games and obviously like right now. Bro, it's gonna be one of those things. They're so annoying. Especially those light ones, they go invisible. But they can still be seen even though they're invisible. What kind of stupid thing is that? Why do you even go invisible if you can still be seen anyway, you know? But that's some useless ass invisibility. Gee, you know? Why even go invisible if you can still be visible? Man, that's just stupid. About your sounding like Stephen Lee. Well, let's see if I can. Shit, I hope I make it. 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 Fuck. Fuck, I'm so scared. Oh, shit. Shit. Where exactly are the Nobushi? Where the hell are the Nobushi? Bruh, it's just rendering in. It was lagging. Where the hell are the guys? Taking so long to spawn. Oh, it's that laggy, huh?
There is no escape!
Don't be scared!
Shine down!
To the very
There is no escape!
Finally.
Torn to oblivion!
Ready! Cut down! Like this.
Bro, we need to rub all that not the shit.
Take them. I have no need.
Shit like that pisses me off so bad. Oh my god, man. What the fuck? Oh my god,
You're Glenn! You're up!
Oh, Becky.
Where are you? No mercy, fool! You've begun!
Son of a...
Got you!
Time for retribution!
Stupid hole!
Winter shall eventually come.
Illusion shattered!
I like to say.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Go get it, you away!
Light blade!
Shine down!
More! See no more!
Illusion shattered!
Finally,
They all died! Man, what? They died so fast! I didn't even notice them die! Huh? Bitch, what? I didn't notice them die! Son of a bitch, my runny ass nose.
Let me try.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
And the fairy.
Cut down. Like this.
So my friend wants to I have Wanderer, not wanderer. What the fuck is a wanderer? Ah yes, my favorite domain. And the one I use to build right now. I love that. I love that. Oh my god, that's really awesome. Oh,
It's my lucky day.
Now you shall perish!
The fairy. My blade. Rite.
Cheap tricks.
Illusion shattered!
You win. This
nothing to use on her. I have nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Uh-huh. I should have upgraded this instead of this. Man, life sucks. Don't mind using promotion ads on her. I need million chilies to upgrade Yawa.
There's no...
She's level 32, I barely upgraded her. Well, I guess some dude did beat Genshin with a level 1 I know. I forgot who that was, but I think it's either Pygon or Ignacio or... I forgot, bro. There's so many Genshin YouTubers that I forgot. I watch every single I'm a one pull a shit about Alhaitham, but I want Xiao. Yay, Yao Yao constellation. But I sound I want I've been thinking about pulling for Yao Yao and giving her a constellation, but then I accidentally pull Yao Yao.
The mortal plane. A fleeting dream.
Murderer. You were a murderer. You murderer. You were a murderer. I hate my clock that nose, brother.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Yao Yao is really good. She's useful as hell. I wanted to get her when she got released, and I actually got her. Especially since Denjiro characters are the meta right now. I don't want Alhaitham though, even though he's one of the best characters in the game currently. He still doesn't compare to Scaramouche, Yamiko, or Raiden. He's one of the best, but he doesn't compare to those three. They're the big three of Inazuma. He doesn't compare even a little bit. To those three, he's a little bitch. Alhaitham is a little bitch when he's up against those three. That's enough killing samurais, random ass samurais for now. Time to do the Lantern Rite story. But I'ma just continue. Just kidding. Maybe a little later. And I wish you could randomly kill NPCs there if you don't like it. Why not let just wanna fight the guards. I hate having a runny nose. A runny ass nose. Man, what the fuck? My runny ass nose.
Whoa! Madam Ping and Cloud...
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh,
bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Huh?
So
all right.
I'm not gonna speak for a bit. I'm too lazy to even talk.
So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief.
I just knew Madam Ping was an Adeptus, but
It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
To be an Adeptus before. I'm just remembering it now.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live once upon a time, she said, but as she told us, with the smallest and a human.
She always had a way with that her mechanical
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer.
Of course.
As Guizhong
So
once
it's
said,
currently
it takes
Sunday
when I see the sight.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
4:30 p.m. When the daily shit is happening. So there's gonna.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions.
Sunday in February 5, yeah. There's gonna be an event, right? They're gonna send a lot of primos.
If she were
and
still
a lot
with
of
us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year.
So
If she were...
Oh, yeah! Music!
waiting for food cow.
We've been dying to... Oh, also...
I can make arrangements.
Oh, it's been a long... And there was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like no matter how much...
So the past still...
Oh, but that is not to say that grief... Despite this... Just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest and...
Be that as it may.
Well, Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something...
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, in that case,
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
Yanfei is the character that